you just make the denominator the same, right? Which is in this case, just times 3 here, times 3 here. Then here need to times 7. This needs to times 7. But the one thing you need to be careful with is, what do I do to the 1? What should I do to the 1? The 1, you should also make the same denominator. So you make your 1 become 21 out of 21. Okay? So if you do it this way, you will end up with 3x plus, like I said, I like students not to expand first. I like students to combine first, then expand. Because you are less likely to make careless mistakes with your change of sign. But in this case, it doesn't matter because it's a plus. If it's a plus, the sign will never change. From here, because both denominators are 21, you can effectively ignore the denominator, and therefore you have 3x plus 7x minus 35 is equal to 21. Therefore, 10x, bring the 35 over to the other side, you will get plus 35, so 56. Correct? Yes. And therefore, x is equal to 5.6. Done. Nothing complicated. No reason to lose this kind of 2 marks. B, even easier, right? Kimi, I see divide here. What do I do first? Keep, change, flip. So don't simplify first. Always flip first, then simplify. So times 10b out of 3a squared. Then when you all cancel, please cancel properly. Use a pencil to cancel. I said that before many times. Then make sure you also remember to cancel the whole number. Sometimes you all forget to cancel the whole number. And when you cancel whole number, you may want to write a 1 there, so you remind yourself that it's not a 0, it's a 1. Because sometimes you all forget that the 1 exists. This is 1, this is 2. A square will cancel against a cube. Don't cancel away the a, cancel away the power. And therefore, what is left? I will have 2 times 2, which is 4. You realize the denominator is just 1, right? So it's just 4a b squared. Done. Okay, that's why it's only a 1 mark question. Next, solve this equation by completing the square. So even if you are an N-level student, you need to know how to complete the square to solve an equation. You just don't need to know how to draw or how to sketch the curve, but you must know how to do completing the square. How to complete the square? You look for b over 2, right? So this is your b. So b over 2 is 9 over 2. So you will get, I recommend students to copy out the entire equation. If sometimes you all don't like to copy out the equation, but you must write it with the equal sign properly. Don't lose presentation marks. So x minus, not minus, plus 9 over 2 square, right? Your b over 2 is 9 over 2. Then you must remember to minus b over 2 square. So minus 9 over 2 square. Then keep the minus 16 there, equals to 0. So this is how you complete the square using your formula. All right. There are other ways. I know some of your schools teach you other ways to complete the square, right? They tell you add back the perfect square and all that nonsense. Forget it, just apply the formula. Next, once you get here, simplify it, you will get x plus 9 over 2 or x plus 4.5. Doesn't matter what you put it as. Minus 9 over 2 square minus 16 will give me minus 36.25. Don't get your sign wrong. Some of you like to put the minus sign on the inside instead of the outside. Then you square it, becomes positive, then it's wrong. Now, the question says by completing the square. So once you get here, you get 1 mark for completing the square properly. How to solve by completing the square? It is always by square root method. So you are expected to take square root. How to take square root? You must bring your constant term to the other side. So you will get x plus 9 over 2 square is equal to 36.25. And therefore, take your square root. Remember what must I have for square root, Zachary? Always remember your plus minus. That's why there are two answers, because one is plus, one is minus. Okay? And therefore you will have, we are not done yet. They want to find x, not x plus 9 over. So your x will therefore be the positive square root 36.25 minus 9 over 2, or the negative square root of 36.25 minus 9 over 2. I leave it. I like to leave my answer like that. Then I go and press the calculator. Some of you will directly press the calculator, which is perfectly fine. When you press your calculator, you can save some time. Remember, please press the arrow before you press the minus 9 over 2. Very important. So this will give you 1.5201 in 3 dp. Or you press the back arrow, you go to the square root. In front of the square root, you just put a minus sign. That will give you the negative root. So negative 10.521 in 3 dp. The reason why we leave in 3 dp is because the question specifically tells us I need 2 dp. So if the question needs 2 dp, you must show your 3 dp value. That is the requirement. Okay, so these are the two solutions. Cambridge, very nice one. They tell you there are two solutions, so that even if you somehow forget your plus minus square root, Cambridge remind you, hey, there are two answers. Can you go and check your answer? Okay. Question D for 3 marks. Anytime you have an algebraic fraction and they ask you to simplify, the method 99% of the time is to do what? Starts with a letter F. Factorization. It is almost always by factorization. Okay, so ask yourself, what can I factorize in the numerator? What can I take out? Take out what? Cambridge every year test this kind of question. There's no reason to ever get this kind of question wrong. Take out what? The first two terms factorization by parts. What are the common factors that I can take out? Why you take out 2? I got 4, I got 8, you take out 2. So take out 4x, what is left? Now, this is a minus and this is very important. Because if this is a minus, Zachary, continue, what can I take out? What will happen to the inside? What is left inside? It's a minus, so it's x minus 2a, not x plus 2a, because you have a minus on the outside. And it has to be x minus 2a, right? Otherwise, the factorization here in the numerator doesn't make sense, right? If I want minus 1 plus, I cannot change the sign to become the same one. Then the factorization wouldn't make any sense anymore. Zachary, how to factorize the denominator first? How do I factorize the denominator? It is an identity, but before, if you cannot see the identity directly, what can you take out first? You take out 3, right? What is left? Okay. When you get x squared minus 4a squared, you should see that it's a difference of two squares. It's your x squared minus 2a whole thing square. You have to be able to see that. So this will therefore give you common factor on top is x minus 2a, right? I'll be left with 4x minus 3. Then the denominator will be 3 bracket x minus 2a, x plus 2a, because difference of two squares. And then now you can see how to simplify, right? Cancel, cancel. And that's why the answer will just be 4x minus 3, 3 bracket x plus 2a. Done. For 3 marks. But it is supposed to be 3 marks. Anytime you see algebraic fraction, they ask you to simplify. 99% of the time is some sort of factorization that you need to